Okay, I think we're good. And we're live. All right, awesome. Hey guys, Dr. Duff here, reporting live from home again. And today we're going to talk about our vertebrae of the day. Today's an exciting one because, as I mentioned earlier, we have moved all the way through the cervical spine, so all of the bones in the neck, starting from right below the skull, all the way through the thoracic spine. Okay, so starting from the base of the neck, all the way down to getting down to the low back. And now today is L1. So we're getting into the lumbar spine. So the lumbar spine has a couple of anatomical differences. One is that they are the thickest vertebra. So they obviously support the most weight. You can see down here we have our sacrum that holds the base, the rest of the spine, and it's the foundation. And then L5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It was subluxated right there. And so L1 and the spinal nerves that go out of L1 go to the reproductive organs, okay? So the reproductive system and the reproductive organs are controlled by the nerves that come outside of L1. So common complaints that I see way more than you would think in the office are pain during intercourse. Also erectile dysfunction. You can have STDs and STIs and more occurrences of those, all because the nerves that come out of the L1 vertebra and the spinal nerves, when that misalignment happens, that pressure can cause those organs to become dysfunctional. And so I see this, again, way more in my office than you would ever think, but every time people fill out paperwork, they talk about how a lot of times their low back pain or mid back pain or headaches cause them to not be able to fully complete intercourse. And it can be an uncomfortable conversation, especially for a patient coming in for the first time ever, explaining to me some of their health problems. And I always ask how it affects them at work, at home, and with their outdoor activities and hobbies and stuff. And they're often reluctant to talk about how, well, my back hurts so bad, I can no longer have sex with my wife, or vice versa if it's a woman. And so that's something that is way more prevalent with not only back pain and overall levels of pain in the body, but also with the function of those organs, whether it's because of infections or erectile dysfunction and any other common symptoms like that that can affect, and I shouldn't say common, but they do happen more than we think, that can affect a relationship. And that can even bring it down to ruining or hurting a relationship. So if that is something that you may be struggling with your partner, it's definitely important to get checked by a chiropractor, check the L1 vertebra to see if that misalignment down there is causing dysfunction of the sexual organs and how many things that can affect in their lives along with their relationship, but as well as their confidence. And so that's an important one. I definitely can't stress this enough that even though it's uncomfortable to talk about and it may not be something you think is caused by dysfunction of the nervous system or subluxation, oftentimes the inability for those signals to get through and affect those organs and help them function optimally can affect the way we're performing the bed. So L1, start of the lumbar spine, talking about sex. How do you like that? Tomorrow we're going to talk about L2 and get down to some of the lower digestive tract. We're going to talk about the legs and the often common misdiagnosed sciatica that can affect a lot of people, especially in the workforce. So I really look forward to continuing down the lumbar spine, talking about the unique characteristics of it, but also talking about where those nerves go to as far as the organs there and as far as the muscles that those nerves help function. So tomorrow we're going to go live again. It's Monday. Thanks for tuning in on a Sunday night. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday night. Tomorrow we're going to go through L2, talk about some of the things associated with that area. If you enjoyed this or you want to share it to your friend, you can always use the little pin and tag your friends or send this video to them so they can look back on it. Hey, Sophie, good to see you. You can also always send this, give it a like, give it a comment. Let us know if you enjoyed it as you play it back and read it. You can also ask any questions. I'd be happy to answer those about L1 and how it goes to the reproductive organs. And again, tomorrow we'll check in on L2 and talk a little bit more about those nerves. So thanks for everybody for tuning in on this live today, and happy Sunday night. We'll see you tomorrow for L2 and talk more about vertebrae of the day. as we go down the lumbar spine and talk about some unique things about that. Have an awesome night, guys. Let's have a great week, strong week coming up next week, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Nicely done.